Tucker Carlson spouts more right-wing conspiracy nonsense. Sorry, just trolling you if you clicked on this because you were hoping to hear another video about how horrible and evil Tucker is. This ain't the one. But I would challenge you, stick to the end. Maybe you'll change your mind. Love him or hate him, no one can argue Tucker Carlson's commitment to do what he feels is right. And that's courageously report on outcomes of the injections. Most recently, he discussed a Lancet study following up with kids 12 to young adults 29 who suffered from myocarditis. Almost a third of the studied kids required chronic medication to manage the condition at 3 months, and a fifth, 20%, said they still experience pain. In the story, Tucker also reported on Presbyterian Hospital's wacky new advertisement for pediatric myocarditis, a condition that used to be so rare nobody had ever heard of it before last year. Now, people are upset at Presbyterian, not because they ran the ad. Treating vaccine injuries is important, as is awareness. But they are understandably upset because the ad ignores talking about the elephant in the room. You know, what on earth, could have caused the kid's heart damage? Now, I know the haters are likely to say, if you're still watching, what else do you expect a right-wing science denier like Tucker to be talking about? But has it ever occurred to any of you that maybe, just maybe, there is a swath of folks out there who want to hear the other side of the story, not the pre-scripted one? How do I know? Well, Tucker's audience exceeds the combined totals of the other networks put together. And there are signs that the signal, beep, 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 is permeating the information embargo force field of even those that don't necessarily like Tucker. How do I know? Well, booster uptake is pitiful. NBC ran a story headlined, "Less than 2% of eligible people have gotten updated COVID booster shots 3 weeks into the rollout." That's just not right-wing conspiracy theorists, folks. There must be some disillusioned COVIDians in the mix as well. NBC reported Dr. Scott Roberts, a Yale medicine infectious disease expert, called the relatively low booster uptake demoralizing. He's demoralized, folks. He explained glumly, sadly, "I would expect a much higher proportion of Americans to have gotten the booster at this point." Yes, demoralizing and shocking, especially since it's so obvious the injections have worked so well in eradicating COVID as originally touted and with no side effects. That's modern science at work, folks. Dr. Roberts blamed El Presidente, Joe Biden, for the new injection's pitiful performance. And he isn't too optimistic about its future prospects either. "The fact that this booster came out days before Biden said the pandemic is over is a huge mixed message," he sighed. "Now it's going to be that much harder to convince those at risk who are on the fence to get a booster." Well, not that I would ever defend Biden, but in his defense, he likely had no clue what he was saying anyways. For all we know, he might have been thinking the transdemic is over. So, Dr. Roberts, don't lose all hope in humanity. There are nearly 5 million Americans who have taken the new shot, even though, as NBC admitted in its article, the injections were distributed without results from human trials. If I remember, I think it was 8 mice or rats that were tested. There are a lot of customers who want even more spike protein out there, Dr. Roberts. Like Kool-Aid, they simply can't get enough of the stuff. And as long as that holds, so will the rivers of cash, which means there is no end in sight anytime soon, doctor, so not to worry. As for me, I never liked Kool-Aid. Nah, too much sugar. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Please post any comments you have in the comment section. You can also follow me on my Rumble and my Locals account, and I will see you next time.